Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly update. My name's Mark, and if you like the content, please subscribe to our channel, give the video a thumbs up, and share this video with a friend. You can also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/thecrypto_coach. Right, let's jump into it. I'm going to start with Bitcoin. And what I wanted to start with was, obviously, we saw this move last week to the downside, and it bottomed out at about $30,000. So we had marked this support and resistance area on our chart. We also said last week that we think 30,000 is the bottom, and we should hopefully start to make a recovery. Now that did happen. We did come back down and test the level again, and now we've started to make a move higher. Bitcoin's currently trading at about 39,000, and yesterday we did get over 40,000 psychological level. So I'm hoping that we can get over the 40,000 and then test this next area of support here at about 45,000. Now look, we're not out of the woods yet. These two lines, so we've got the 200-day and the 50-day moving average. Now, if these two cross, it's what's technically known as a death cross. And if we have a death cross, that does signify a bear market. However, like I said, if we move up to this 45,000 area, if we do break through that, turn this into support to move higher, the green line will continue to move upwards as well. So it should prevent us from going into the bear market. So I just wanted to show you a chart which explains a little bit more about the bigger picture. So this is called the Bitcoin log growth curve. And it goes all the way back to the very start of Bitcoin. And you can see that there's a yellow line where traditionally would be the top of our market, and then there's the yellow line at the bottom, which is the bottom. The green line in the middle signifies whether we're in a bull or a bear market. If we're above the green line, we're traditionally in a bull market. If we're below the green line, we're traditionally in a bear market. And as you can see right now, we're kind of playing with the green line. We're not sure whether we're in a bull market. We're not sure if we're in a bear market. And there's quite a little bit of uncertainty around. What I wanted to show you is, let me just pull this over. I want to basically show you two scenarios that could play out, which ultimately give us the case that Bitcoin is a fantastic buy. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but what I want to show you is why I believe that Bitcoin is a great investment, whether we're in a bull or a bear market. So we've got this log growth curve. So let's say, for example, that we make a move higher. We move up to here. We make a move higher like this. Nothing ever goes in a straight line, and we hit the top. So if we hit the top in April 2022, we would be at around about 150,000, which is considerably higher than we are now. So that would be almost a year from now. Takes a nice slow run up, and we reach the top at about 150K. Now, another scenario is that we don't, and that we go down and we go into a bear market. Now, if we went into a bear market and we go lower, and then we come up again and then go lower again, when we reach the bottom, so let's say we reach the bottom in June 2022, the bottom is actually at 40,000, because as the curve goes higher, so does the price action of Bitcoin. So even if we go into an extended bear market for the rest of this year and into next year, let's say that we then hug this bottom line for a little while before our next bull run, and then we'll reach the top, say here. So this scenario would mean that it's a bit more dragged out and it would take a bit longer. But as we hit the bottom at 40,000, which is about the price that we're at now, we get a little bit higher, go into a new bull run. Looking here, it would take a lot longer to get there, but this price is a lot higher. This is at about 250,000. So those are two scenarios. The first scenario is that we're in a bull run now and we go up, and we'll probably peak out at around about 100 and I estimate about 120, 130K before we go lower. When we do go lower and we hit the bottom of the curve, we'll probably be at a higher price than we're at now. So if you brought Bitcoin today and you held it for a year, there's a very high possibility that that will be worth more money in the future, whether we move higher or lower. And also, if we move lower, it'll be a slow, drawn out process. But when we do start going into our bull run, it will come out with a much higher return and will be at a much higher Bitcoin price. So that was really my case for why I think Bitcoin is a great investment. Right, let's check out some news. So the word on the street, Elon Musk met with Michael Saylor to discuss renewable energy efficient ways for Bitcoin miners to continue mining. The Central Bank of Nigeria mentioned that digital currency will come to life, but it is volatile. And there's another central bank here, Zimbabwe's biggest bank, looking at methods to leverage cryptocurrencies. Now, the reason that this is such big news is, just imagine 5 years ago. Let's rewind to 2006. Can you imagine central banks and big banks looking at crypto? No chance. So now, fast forward a few years, Bitcoin's gained a bit of attention. It's certainly got the attention of some of the big banks and some of the big companies, and now possibly even central banks too. And as countries start to adopt Bitcoin, this is how we can see Bitcoin getting higher and higher. And like I was talking about, that 250,000 down the track. Also, Apple is looking at cryptocurrencies now. So this was posted on their website yesterday. They're actually looking for a crypto savvy business development specialist. And it says that they are looking at working with alternative payment providers such as digital wallets, buy now, pay later, fast payments, and cryptocurrency. So with companies like Apple and Tesla coming on board, central banks in countries like Nigeria and Zimbabwe, you can start to see that the mass adoption, it's starting. We're not there yet. There's still a ways to go, but currently we are in a good place. And if we continue in this trajectory, more and more companies and more countries will start to adopt Bitcoin. I came across this on the Goldman Sachs website. So they were meeting this week to discuss whether they consider crypto to be a new asset class. So we've got all of these bankers, and they are getting their heads together to pat each other on the back, tell each other how awesome they are, but talk about regulation, technology, and security for institutional adoption of crypto. So again, these big banks, they're starting to get interested. And as the big banks come on board, then it just becomes a lot more mainstream. Okay, so next I wanted to show you Link. So this was one of our trades from this week. So we bought into Link on the 23rd of May. People were shouting from the hills that crypto was going to keep going lower. There was blood in the streets. Everybody was panicking. People were selling. We actually brought in at about $23. And then Link's made quite a tidy move up. We took profit at $38, and it's currently trading at 47%. So it was a 47% return in 4 days. So not too shabby. and we've still got a target price of $42 that hopefully we can achieve too. So if you'd like to learn more about this trade and other trades that we have, jump over to Twitter, the crypto_coach. You can click this link and that will actually give you a free 1 month trial of our trade signals with nothing to pay. So thanks very much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed the content. Please subscribe to our channel and follow me on Twitter for updates. I look forward to speaking to you next week and wish you a very successful trading week. Thanks very much. Bye now.